Paul Pierce is wilding, y'all. Paul Pierce said on Twitter, "Who wanna scrap for real? Not online. Send me your address. I'll pull up for the one-on-one." So Paul Pierce has announced to the world that anybody that's hating on him, DM him, send him an address, and he'll pull up to your location to fight you one-on-one, not in a boxing ring, in a street fight. This is exactly why Paul Pierce was fired from ESPN, man. And you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, when Paul Pierce was fired from ESPN because he went on Instagram Live with a bunch of strippers and he was smoking weed, like, I kind of felt like he shouldn't have been fired for that, because at the end of the day, he was off work, he was enjoying himself. Ain't nothing wrong with hanging out with some beautiful women, whether they're strippers or not. Being a stripper is a legal job. But, I mean, this right here, there's no excuse for this type of behavior. Now, Paul Pierce said that because he's getting a lot of criticism for stomping on, I believe it was a Jalen Brunson New York Knicks jersey. After the Knicks lost Game 7 to the Indiana Pacers, Paul Pierce decided to record a video stomping on a Jalen Brunson Knicks jersey. And, you know, he was basically making a mockery of the Knicks losing. But the weird thing about it is Jalen Brunson, you know, he left Game 7 because he was injured. So it's not like he played a full game and the Knicks lost. No, he suffered an injury, and there was about 3 or 4 other players on the team that was injured. So, you know, a lot of people was, you know, basically saying that Paul Pierce is a hater. A lot of people saying he's overrated. A lot of people just basically calling the guy an idiot. And because of the criticism that he got from those comments, he's basically saying, yo, look, if you got a problem with me, DM me, send an address, I'll pull up to your crib just to fight you. Paul Pierce, you a grown-ass man, my nigga. Paul Pierce is in his 40s. You done been retired for about 3 or 4 years. You old enough to be somebody's grandpa at this point, my nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Paul Pierce, you work for Fox. Paul Pierce is on Undisputed with Skip Bayless and Keyshawn Johnson, right? You already got fired from ESPN, so now you have a second chance to redeem yourself, and your way of showing your appreciation for Fox hiring you is going on the internet calling out haters for a fade one-on-one, DM the address. I think Paul Pierce gonna get fired from Fox, man. Like I said, when he got fired from ESPN, I think it was unfair. But now I'm seeing why I think ESPN was aware of Paul Pierce's behavior before he posted that clip with the strippers in his crib. I think Paul Pierce, he just doesn't come across as a logical, smart guy. I think he does a lot of things without thinking. You understand what I'm saying? And, you know, it just goes to show, man, just because somebody has made millions of dollars in the NBA does not mean that they're smart. Paul Pierce comes across as a very ignorant, immature, old-ass man. And he's had a very successful NBA career. He won an NBA championship. He was always the number one option on the Celtics. He stayed with the same team his whole career. But since he's retired, man, I mean, Paul Pierce has made himself look like a fucking asshole. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, once again, man, I wouldn't be surprised if Fox fires Paul Pierce sometime this week. I don't want them to. But I think they are, because when you work for a major company like Fox, you just can't do that, man. You can't do that. And I guess Paul Pierce doesn't give a fuck because he has his own podcast with Kevin Garnett. I understand that. But at the end of the day, man, there's never too much money out here to get. And when you do things like this, man, you know, you're going to lose opportunities. You understand what I'm saying? Sponsorships are not going to want to sponsor you. You understand what I'm saying? Companies like Fox aren't going to want to hire you. You already got fired from ESPN. You should have learned this lesson then. So, I hope Paul Pierce really gets his act together, man. Leave a comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about this. It's your boy Wavy. I'm out.